Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Again, my name is Mai and I hope you are all doing fine today. So right now guys, I'm going to show it to you on how we can indirectly subtract using the upper beads. Alright? Let me just show you. If you can remember, if you have, let's say, 4, guys, I'm pretty sure you already know and remember how to add 1 directly, no need to borrow. So we'll just review the indirect ones, okay? And all right, so I have 4 here. If you need to add 1 using the 5, remember we borrow from the 5 and take away the too much, which are 4 beads. That's how you add 1. But when you do the indirect subtraction, borrowing from 5, of course you cannot take away 1 directly from the 5 because everything will be taken away. So remember to put back the ones that are too much. So in order for you to less 1, you just simply add the 4 and take away 5, like that. Okay? When you add 1 like this, then you do the other way around to less 1. Same goes with the 50. If you need to take away 10, if you take it away from 50, everything will be taken away. So remember, you just move to the 10th place, so that's the only difference. You just take away the 50 and add the 40 in order for you to less the 10. Okay, so again, let's come up with some examples so you can apply it using your abacus. Let's do a simple one. Sorry. Okay, so I have here 26. I have 26. That's the 26. Then let's take away 1. And then let's take away 11. Let's take away 11. So you take away the 10 first of the 11, which is this, directly, and take away the 1 of 11 from the 5. So that's how you apply less 1. By adding the 4, less 1. So the answer is, always remember to read your beads first before you clear it. Then that's actually a good way to practice in interpreting your value of the beads into number. So that will make you familiarize. Let's have another one. Let's say I have 75. I want to take away 21 and I want to take away 13. This is a little bit tricky. So you guys, you parents, you can guide your kids. If you're teaching your kids, you just simply explain to them on how you can do this. So if your kids are having a hard time understanding how you can do this, you may approach your parent or you can simply leave a comment on my page and I would love to explain it to you. So 75, that's 70, and then the 5. I forgot to put in 5 a while ago. Let's take away 21, the 21st from the 21. Let's take away 20, that's direct, and then the 1. Again, that's how do we less 1 from 5? That's add 4 less 5. Or you less the 5, you add the 4 that are too much. And then I want to, oh, by the way, this is less. Sorry. So let's take away 13. What makes 13? That's a 10 and a 3. So let's take away 10 first from the upper bead on the 10th place. So how do we do that? We add the 40 and less 50 and take away the 3 of 13 by doing it directly. So the answer is 41. So that's how we do less 1. Let's do less 2. So let's review how to add 2 indirectly using the 5. If you have 3, if you remember, for you to add 2, you cannot use only 1 lower bead left. So you use the 5. And if you need to add 2, but you only have to take, but you have to take it away from 5, so that's too much by 3. So always remember the too much. So if you need to add 2, then borrow from 5, take away the 3 like this. So if you do that on the 10th place, let's say you have 40 and you want to add 20, you add the 50, then take away the 30. Okay, but this time we will review on how to less 2 using the 5, borrowing from 5s. So let's say I have here 5, or I have 6. I want to take away 2. Will this one lower bid up that makes 6 here joined with 5, can you take away the 2 directly from this? Of course, this is not enough, so let's take it away from 5. Again, remember the too much. If you always have to do it, you less the 5 and add the too much. That's how you less 2. Another example, if I have a 5, I want to take away 2. Again, you take away the 5 and add the 3. That's how you less 2. Same goes to tens place. I want to less 20. If you take it away from 50, you have to put back the too much. That's how you less 20. If you have 60, you want to take away 20, like that. If you have 80, to take away 20, of course you have to do it directly. So it's important to always observe the beads carefully. So let's have some example here. Okay, I have 5. I want to add 40 directly. Those are direct. Then I want to take away 22. Observe your beads. Can I take away 20 first? That's 22. So let's take away 20 first of the 22. 20, we can do it directly by simply moving 2 lower beads down on the tens place. That's how you less 20. And let's take away the 2 of 22 from here now for the ones place. Again, if we take away the 5, the 2 from 5, we have to put back the ones that are too much, like that. And my answer is 23. Okay. Another example. One more. I have 68 already. I want to take away 20. 20. How will I do that from 60? Remember, to take it away from 50, you always have to remember that the ones that are too much, which are 30. That's how you take away 20. Next is, oh, sorry, I almost forgot to put the minus sign. So I want to less 12. 12 makes 1 10 and 2 on one's place. So let's take away 10 first, directly, and take away 2. Can I do it indirectly or directly? Because I took away the 10 and I want to take away 12. So I took away the 10 and then I take away 2 directly as well. So that is 36. So it's important that we really have to observe beads carefully, guys. Let's take another example for the 2. So I have okay. Observe beads carefully, kids, or mom and dad. So let's put in 55. Let's clear first. 55, 55. Less 21, or take away 21. Let's take away 20 first, but how? Of course, from the 50, we add, we take away the 50, but we need to only take away 20, so we do the 2 ones to put back. And then less 1, because it's less 21. So we're done with 20, then less 1 of 21. Oops. So I have a 5, and how do we less 1 again? If we take it away from 5, we always have to remember the ones that are too much to put it back, to put them back. So less 1. And then I want to add 12. I'm not mistaken here. I really want to add 12. I want to add 10 first directly, and then I want to add 2. Oh, I cannot add 2 to the one space because there are no lower beads left. So I need to have the 5 down and take away the too much. And then that's how you add 2. Guys, observe beads carefully. That's how you do method indirectly in addition and subtraction. And my answer is 46. Of course, let's review how to add 3 directly. Let's say I have 2. I don't have enough lower beads here to add 3 directly, so we will use the 5 and take away if you need to add 3 and you use the 5, that's too much by 2. Always remember the ones that are too much. So we need to add 3 like this. We add the 5 and take away 2. Alright, so if you have 4, you want to add 3, you add 5, less 2. So same goes with the 10 space. The only difference is again, the place value. So if you have, let's say, 30 and you want to add 30 and you only have 110 left, you use the 50 and take away the too much. That's how you add 3 or add 30. Now let's do the real lesson for today, which is indirect less 3. Let's say I have here a 5 and I want to less 3. It's the other way around. So that's why I want to always do a recap or review so you will have an idea if in case you have not watched the video previously prior watching this one. So less 3 from 5 is, of course, add 2 less 5. If you have 6 and you want to take away 3, again, we're taking it away from 5, not from 1 because 1 is not enough. So we less the 5 and put back the too much because you need to less 3. And if you have a 7 and you need to less 3, this time you have 2 but still not enough. So let's take it away from 5. Let's less the 5 and add the 2. That's how you less 3. Same with the 10th place. If you have a 70 and you want to take away 30, can you take it away from only 20? Of course not. Let's take it away from 50 by doing this. You less the 50 and put back the 20. If you have 60, you want to less 30, you less that from 50 but put back the 20. And same goes with the 50. If you have that and you want to take away 30, you do that way. Alright, let's have an example. Okay, let's say I have here well, this is less or take away. I'm sorry, but make sure that they are always aligned. Okay, I have 45. 45. I want to take away 3. Of course, we will take it away from the 5 indirectly by putting back the too much 2. Then less the 5, that's how you less 3. And then less 30. Less 30. Will this be enough to less 30? Obviously, yes. Let's take it away directly by doing that. So the answer is 12. I gave you a simple example for this one. It's also important to always watch your beads carefully if you're doing it directly or indirectly. Now, let's have a tricky one. Okay, 76, and let's take away 31. So, we'll take away 30 from 70 first by doing this, and then less 1 directly. And then I want to less 13. Let's take away 13, the 10 first directly, and then the 3. How do we do that? We add 2, or we less 5, and then we add 2. And the answer is 32. Okay. Let's do a bit tricky. Okay. So always observe beads carefully. So I have here 57. Taking away 23. Let's take away 20 first by doing this. And let's take away 3 of 23. Oh, how can I less 3 from 7? So we less the 5 and take away or add the 2. Too much. And then I want to add 11. What makes 11? Add 10 directly and then the 1 of 11. Oh, but how are we going to do that? This is very, very simple. We use the 5 and take away the too much 4. And the answer is 45. So it's always important again to observe beads carefully. And we're down to the last lesson, which is less 4. How do we less 4 from 5? If we take it away from 5, the ones that are too much are, of course, only 1. That's how you less 4. If you have 6, can I take away 4 from 5? Yes, of course, by adding the too much 1 and less the 5. If you have 7, less 4 by adding 1 and taking away the 5. And the last example here is, of course, if you have an 8, and you want to less 4, are these enough now? But of course not. These are only 3. So you always remember to borrow from 5. Less 4. So same on the tens place. If you have 50 and you want to less 40, that's how you less 40. If you have 60 and you want to less 40, you add the 10 or you less the 5. If you have 80, less 40, you take it away from 50 and add the 10. That's how you less 40. So let's think of a simple example for this one. Okay. This looks big number, huh? So let's have 60. I want to add 80. And I want to less 44. Let's less the 40 first here from the 60 by doing it from 50 and less 40 like that. Then if you need to less the 4 of 44, then you less the 4. Can I do it directly? Of course not. Let's take away the 4 from 5 like this. Okay, the answer is 24. If you it's kind of long this time. So since this is the last example, let's put in 17. That's the first number. Then let's add 40. Okay. Oh, I only have 30 here. So let's use the 50 by adding that and taking away the too much. So since we need to add the 40, so we add 50 and take away the 10. Then I want to add 31. So let's add 30 first and then the 1 directly. Those are all direct. And then let's take it away. Less 44. Let's take away 40 first by taking it away the 40 from the 50 and putting it back like that, the 10. And the 4 of 44 is the same. So that's how you do it. And the answer is 44. Okay, so guys, if you have some question, please leave a message or leave a comment. If you are on my FT page, you may do that. If you are on my YouTube channel, my Lorente, you may leave a comment as well if you have a question. So that's all for today, and thank you very much for those likes. Hope you guys stay tuned, and we'll do some more lessons. All right, you have a wonderful day.